I'm going to be objective, okay? I'm going to be objective here, okay? As you guys know, I fuck with Kendrick. But I'm going to be objective. For Kendrick to say that Drake does not have a classic album is false. That is absolutely false. We can't.
I think he slid that in there right before the BBL line. Like, nobody was thinking about that.
Right.
Everybody was like, oh, shit, he got a BBL.
I'm going to be honest. All right. If we're going to look at Drake's discography, right?
No. Drake's definitely, like, goated. Like,
yeah, like Drake has at least 4 classics. Mm-hmm. At bare minimum, 4 classics.
Yeah.
So I'm putting Take Care, Nothing Was the Same, Views. If you're reading this, it's too late. I know some people will consider that a mixtape. I consider it an album. Do what you want. That's still a classic. Mixtape or album, I don't care. That's a classic. The other ifs, the honorable mentions would be either Scorpion or So Far Gone. People would have up there as a classic.
No, I know, like, what was the one but his father was the
More Life?
I liked More Life.
No, that was like, to me, that's Drake's like worst project. I wouldn't put that in classic at all.
I wouldn't put it in the classics, but he definitely got like a couple songs on there.
He got some junk. Like,
I don't know, that's definitely always been one of like.
You fuck with it?
Yeah.
I want to pull it up. We're gonna pull up Drake's discography. I'm gonna pull up Kendrick's discography, and you guys let me know how many classics do you guys think?
Views was always like that one. And if you're reading This Is Too Late, definitely like.
Yeah, If You're Reading This Too Late is my favorite Drake project by far. Like, all right, let me make sure I have this up here. Okay, let me know in the chat how many classics do you think Drake has? Okay, we're gonna go over them. Thank Me Later, no. Take Care, yes. Nothing Was the Same, yes. Views, yes. Scorpion, debatable. He does have God Plan on that record, which is like his biggest record. So, Certified Lover Boy, no. Honestly, Never Mind, no. For All the Dogs, no. Her Loss, I love that album, but I don't know if I'll put it as a classic. I think it needs more time to brew. I don't know if we're going to keep going back to that album like the rest. Let me see. So Far Gone, people might consider this a classic. If You're Reading This Too Late, it's a classic for sure. What a Time to Be Alive with him in Future. A lot of people sleep on that album. It's not a classic, but it's a solid project.
Solid, yeah.
More Life. This is the
Wait a minute. That's the joint with Diamonds Dancing?
Diamonds Dancing.
That was not. No, I remember when that joint came out, and I was like, oh, because I always love Future and Drake. So I'm like, I always love Future. Anybody?
I remember like when this album came out, I called my niggas on the phone.
You doing me dirty,
bro. We got in the car. We was like, yo, we about to drive to nowhere right now. We just got in the car just to blast this album. I remember this joint. Like, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that was that.
Definitely. That's definitely up there. I fuck with.
Yeah, Dark Lane, Demo Tapes is not a classic. So, yeah, I'm giving Drake, let me see. I'm giving him, I think, 5. If you're reading This Is Too Late, I might throw Scorpion in there. Views, Nothing Was the Same, and Take Care. I'll give him 5. What you think?
I didn't give Scorpion a chance to really brew on me outside of the ones that I would hear. Like,
it's a lot of songs with Scorpion.
I think I might have to review that one.
This is the double disc one. This is the one after he has his child and stuff like that. So it was a lot of Kanye disses on here. Mob Ties. 8 out of 10. I'm upset. Fire bars, you know what I mean? And then the B-side was a little bit more chill. You got the Michael Jackson record on here, which kind of like people slept on that jump.
Yeah, I don't know. Scorpion didn't really do it for me. Yeah. Like, not saying I don't like the project. It's just not one of the ones that I go back to.
Yeah.
Versus like some of the ones that you just named, I'm like, oh yeah. Like,
yeah, I'm running back to those. Like Views, I'll go back to. Nothing Was the Same. Take Care.
Anything like post 2017, like Drake was like, oh yeah, prime time, like no skips.
Right. Now Kendrick Lamar discography. This is where it gets interesting. I think people really forget. Kendrick.
I was about to say, I feel like because he doesn't drop as often,
right?
It's very easy to forget how many gems that we still like. If you play, everybody's gonna sing.
Yeah, for sure.
So
for sure,
I feel like also like in this internet era, it's getting the mic. But I feel like in this internet era, there's a lot of like children on the internet that like weren't around for a lot of these Kendrick projects like in their prime. Man. Like Poetic Justice
was
on the radio for like 3-4 summers.
Yeah.
Like in real time. Swimming pools. Man, like the whole Good Kid, Mad City, like.
Yeah. Certified classic. And Good Kid, Mad City is the only album to last on the Billboard 200 for as long as it did. Like, it's no other hip hop album has ever done it. It's still charting on Billboard.
I still listen to Good Kid, Mad City. Yeah, like, that's one of them albums. Like,
this is certified. You can't if you argue that Good Kid, Mad City is not a classic, you're a hater.
You're a hater.
You're just a straight hater.
Like, that's one of the joints that I know for a fact I'm gonna get on vinyl. Like, I only get on vinyl like certain albums. Yeah, and that's definitely one of them.
Yeah,
but
Good Kid, Mad City is certified classic for sure. Section 80, certified classic for sure. In my opinion, I got actually a signed copy of Section 80 from Kendrick. Yeah, what? Yeah. I still have that joint sealed up in the house. You know what I mean? Like, I man, Section 80, fire, classic. Good Kid, Mad City, classic. To Pimp a Butterfly, classic. Damn, classic.
Yeah.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers is the only one that's questionable, in my opinion.
Like, what, we were talking about with Will the other day. It's like, I think like after like that was like his last album with TDE, it was kind of just like,
yeah, and
like let me just go ahead and get some, like, I don't know, like I feel like he wasn't necessarily aiming to have nothing that was like radio hits. Yeah. It was just like, let me speak to the people.
Yeah, like this was a very cultural impactful album that had a lot of meaningful, deep records on there.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people, when they talk about this rap beef, like they miss that whole point. It's like a lot of it don't have to be bops. Like, listen, use your ears.
Yeah.
Open up your mind. But
for Kendrick to have 4 out of 5 though, that says a lot. I mean, like, no debating, Kendrick has 4 out of 5. If you don't think that these other albums are classics, then you might be just a hater.
Like, no, I think if you don't think so, take a spin back, listen to them, remember, and then come back and talk to me.
Yeah. Let's see in the comments. My man Austin said I love how people finally giving Drake his flowers for classics. Yeah, Drake definitely has classics. He said you sleeping on Thank Me Later. Not really. Like, I like Thank Me Later. It was cool, but it's not a classic. It's really dated in its sound. And you know what I mean? Like, there's some records on there that I still like, but it's more like nostalgia. Like, I remember hearing Over. I remember hearing the record that he took from Kanye, I Better Find Your Love. You know what I mean? Those two records were like really big for me in high school.
That was the very big 2010 sound. Like, I better find your love.
Exactly. Like those Jones, like
better find your heart.
Those are like nostalgia, but it's not like.
But I will say this: like, Drake is one of those people that no matter how much you like or dislike him, even Kendrick admitted it. That is like he has at least one, at the very least 5 songs that you gonna sing if it come on.
Facts. Yeah. You can't deny that. Like, even he said I didn't listen to Section 80, so I can't judge it. But Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, damn, all classic. Bro, listen to Section 80. Oh my God, you will love Section 80. Section 80 is amazing body of work. But Section 80 is a classic for sure. All right, yeah. So I mean, they're around the same. Drake just drops more, Kendrick drops less. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Are we tripping? Are we not?
I mean, shit, if somebody was getting 50% of each one of my albums, I'm going to make sure I'm going to cultivate.
Yeah, facts. All right, let's get back to this Euphoria record. We got it a little out of hand, but let's get back to it. Top hill.